Wow. I guess we're live again. So I'm just gonna wait until this table top is all kinds of shaky. So I'll just wait until most of the class comes online, and then I will begin. Make sure my file is loaded. So let me just show you something fun I created. Was it yesterday? I think I did this yesterday. So a bit of context. So I challenged the devs in the company I work for that they couldn't replicate this.
Okay, so you give them money.
I was working on, and
the
dev was like, they're just making lots of noise and blah blah blah. So well, this feature didn't make it to the final product because of the features that all the requirements and features. So I couldn't really pull up this concept.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, man.
How are you?
Good evening, sir.
It's a very, very, and it's pretty, easy to set up actually.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, good evening, Chris. How are you doing? I can hear you.
Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
All right, let me just share my screen. Since I've been talking to myself and so I was actually showcasing this. It's pretty easy to set up. It's pretty even Adobe doesn't. The transition between so maybe it's a product. I think it basically communicates the idea I had in mind to the developer. Very, very simple. Are we all here? All right, so let me load this bad boy. Hi Zuje, hi Chris.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
How are we doing now? Sorry, the place I'm in is a bit noisy.
Okay, who else is coming online? As you here, Chris here. Is this enough for me to begin?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Can I begin?
Yeah, you can begin.
Okay.
But it seems like you like here, Mr. Zuje.
Seems like what?
It seems like it's just me and Zuje that is here.
Okay, so I think I'll just start and then whoever can catch on will catch on. I'll try my best to make this as quick as possible, and hopefully this is the last class, the last episode of this class. So what we'll be doing today will be cosmetics and then finishing up whatever it is that is left. All things being equal, and they have to be out of here. and we go and rest and prepare for work tomorrow. First of all, let me apologize. Hey, hey, Priscilla. Hi.
Hi, I think I
All right.
should.
Yeah, so I think first I have to apologize for not making yesterday's class. I had a bunch of things I needed to do. It was a bit of a struggle to it was a bit of a struggle to even get here, but I'm glad I'm here so we can just wrap this up and look
Hey guys,
forward.
please, if
Um,
we are not speaking, can we turn off our mic?
so um, I'm really thankful to Zoje and the UXTheClass team for this opportunity to actually share this knowledge with you guys. I think that the work they've done and the amount of time and hours they put in so far is truly, truly enormous. It's really big stuff. It's very, very
Oh.
big stuff, and I'm really, really happy with the outcome. Don't you dare blush. Don't you dare blush. I'm also really thankful for to everyone who has like taken out time to be part of this. I know that it's not just an investment of your time; it's an investment in your career, in your skill, and well, all things being equal, in your future. I'm also hopeful that I have been able to I've been able to teach you something new. I've been able to add to your knowledge base. I've been able to help you, you know, basically to help you scale up. I really hope I've been able to do that. But if that isn't the case, if at any time you have any questions, please do feel free to reach out to me. My door is almost always open, when, except maybe you call me or you reach out to me anytime after 9 p.m. I beg you in the name of God, I have a life and I really like my sleep. So, but more seriously, please always feel free to reach out to me. All right, so let's begin. In the previous lessons, just like a light recap, in the previous lessons, we talked about, we talked about creating wireframes and block frames. We talked about creating personas. We fleshed out the personas. We did our research. We just walked through the entire design pipeline from research to wireframing to design. And well, today, all things being equal, we'll be able to wrap up and then move on to prototyping. We fleshed out all our personas, gave them attributes, and we tried to get into their mindset to see how to actually design to meet their needs. Now, all this wouldn't have been possible if we didn't have a clear objective of what we wanted to do in mind. We wanted a situation whereby the manual fashion brand is able to showcase their products, have a very smart, intelligent communication that is with the intention to convert casual browsers of the site into buyers of the site. And we needed like a good carting system or a shopping carting system. So through the course of the lesson, we were able to pick a style that worked, and we were able to outline the pages that needed to be designed. In this case, the landing page, the browse page, the product detail page, and then the shopping cart. Now, so far, we've been able to do the landing page and the browse page and the product details page. So what we'll be doing today is a shopping cart, add some finishing aesthetics, and then finally to prototype. If at any time you have any questions, please feel free to either post them in the chat or to ask me direct on the live stream. And well, let's get started. So this is basically where we left off. Let me make this full screen. Please. So this is where we left off. So we are basically showing the user, various photos and shots of our product. We describe the product to the user. nice flat jacket, denim flat jacket. And from here, we expect that as the user is, what's it called? As the user is interacting with these small components and features, this price here will be updating to reflect. It seems that we are even short of a button, so that would be the add to cart button. So let's pick up a button here. Let's pick up a button and then let's dump it here. And I think maybe it should be under here. Maybe. It's a component. No wonder. All right. So let's just have our add to cart right here. To be sure. All right. I thought as much. So I think I'll have to make this all caps, I guess. Yes, all caps. Add to. No, add cards. Maybe if you wanted. I want to push this here. I want to remove this guy. Then I want to get a cat icon. Do I have one of those? Let me confirm. Oh yeah, I think we can recycle this, I guess. We can recycle this. So I put this in here. So turns out you can't add, I don't think you can add a new object into a component. So I need to detach this. I need to detach this so that I can I need to turn this color to white. Maybe I will proceed to do this, make it slightly bigger, align it to the right a bit, and add this to cart, make it a little closer. Ensure it's universal center align. Same with our text. Ooh, that's not good. Same with our text. Keep it all nice and frosty. So I will reduce the text, the command button, so that is really nice and snazzy and it's not trying to do too much. So we have our button on lockdown. So let's group this. Let's see. Do we fit it here? So the reason why, I mean, this feels like a good choice putting it here, but the challenge is what then happens when you are encountering a price of something of this magnitude. It kind of makes the design untidy. So I'm guessing the logical thing to do would be to put the command button right under here. Let's reset our price. So if that's the case, so now we have the option of doing something interesting with our product description. We can choose to, in order to make sure that our stuff aligns, we can choose to have a read more feature. So that when you're doing this, either I read more or an expand, so to speak. So let's see. Maybe we can just trim it to like the first 2 lines. Okay, let's keep it at the 3rd line. We'll get a rectangle here. Do this. Remove the border. Set it to a linear gradient. And then define the colors. So it has to be white on both ends, but one of the ends is going to have an opacity of 0. So that when we are doing, okay, it seems we even missed it because our background color isn't exactly white. So we have to ensure that we align. So it's not white. So we do this. Then, with that in mind, we can then take this rectangle, stretch it upwards a bit, so we have a bit of this effect. Let's open it again one more time. And let's open it one more time. So we can drag this way. Hold your shift so that it's uniform. Let's pull this a little upwards, just a little bit upwards. All right, so let's bring up the lights. Beautiful. No, that's wrong. Seems not want to go. All right, so let's play with this a bit. All right, so when we press play, so you can see, and it looks like this is actually fading. It looks like this is fading. All right, so let's go back to our design. Now, here's now the killer part. We have to be able to do this in so that it's clear to the user what it needs to do. So what we have, like, maybe view more, perhaps view more, or expand, perhaps. Expand view, perhaps. Let's change this back to this guy here. Ensure that it's medium. Drop the font font size to maybe 12. Keep it on healthy 12. Change the color to customary red. Bring it in here. Bring it to the top. Bring it to the top, and then make sure that it's center aligned. So let's see what we have. Expand view. Is that the smartest way we could do it? I still feel maybe we could have like some chevrons. Let me see. Do we need chevrons or like a down-facing arrow? I think like a down-facing arrow would be appropriate at this point. Alright, so let's put this here. Scale this up. Duplicate it. I think this is about the right thickness. Select this two, and then we're going to create a boolean whereby, like a custom shape, whereby we use one shape, or like we combine two shapes, and then using either add, subtract, intersect, or invert intersection, we actually use to create a custom shape. In this case, we got one shape that we actually wanted to use, scaled it up, hold Alt and drag to duplicate it. So in this case, I held my Alt down and I dragged to duplicate upwards. Then I selected the tool. I came here and I used subtract. So that's what got me this outcome. So with that in mind, I took this and then come back here. And so I want to create it here, duplicate it. And then I will select
What?
basic saving. Can everyone hear me?
Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, we can hear you.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So I would say, all right, so I did this to selection, this to chevron, go with the text, so it's one single text, and then I'll make sure that it's center aligned. So we're in a good place. So maybe we could just, for the sake of prototyping, we just create like an extra screen. We just create like an extra screen that just basically shows it just basically shows the expanded view. So I'm thinking come down, and then this guy also comes down here, and you need to come down here. So I'll just take this guy right over to here. So the question now remains, I don't know, let me try something. Let me see if it's something that will work in the long run. All right. So we have this. We come here, paste it, and put it all the way down. So what I want to do is I want to see if this will work the way I anticipate it would work. How long are you? 18, 620, 20. All right. Good. And then here is 17.5, 15.12. So that seems fair. So and then maybe this can then change to collapse view. That's CV3. So that seems good. Pretty decent at this point. So let me try and see if I can like create a prototype out of this just to see how it's going to play out. So I'll select this guy and then drag this node to the next one I just created. So instead of like a regular transition, I'll try and use the auto animate. So auto animate basically just calculates, it creates an estimation of how components on the screen are going to be related by calculating differences between content sizing. I think usually based on content, size, scale, opacity, color, all that stuff. Oh yeah, which reminds me, I really have to transform this guy right here. I'm transforming him and it's going this way. So it fixes up. So that when I'm doing this, right. So I can take the collapse and then loop it back to here. So let's see if my experiment worked. It worked. So I will try something else and see if it is going to be possible with the without prototyping tool still active. While prototyping. So I'm going to try and change the numbers here so that I can see quantity. So let's say duplicate this, and I need this 3. So 5 times 2 would be 15,000 if I'm correct. I hope most of us actually practiced our maths. 7 times 3 will 21. So probably 21,500. Yeah, 21,500. So that would be correct. So when you're dealing with the prototype, what we'll be doing is in this situation, remember, I think we dimmed this one a bit. So we'll scale it to this and then scale it to this. We go back to prototype view. We'll select this guy, drag him here, and then select the negative. Back up. Select this guy, drag him here, select the negative, push back up. And I want to do like something a bit cheesy. At this point, I'm just having fun. Let me do something cheesy, and then maybe do like an out of stock error message. Or should be on there. Too hurt if I actually put that message by the side. So what I could do, I would just say, let me create a shape. I have to custom shape. Do this. I'll scale it down a bit. And I will take my pencil. I'll take my pencil and like draw. Oh, I take my pencil, select here, select here, and select here. I'll take this guy and drag him outside. I will try to push this one a little bit this way. I'm not confident that this, oh no, I'm good grade. No. I'm not 100% confident that this thing is actually at the middle, but I think I'll just let that slide for now. So I'll color this. I need to make it color red. It feels too much like a CTA, so I'll just maybe drop down the opacity. I'll scale. No, we're not doing that. So I'll just take this guy and I'll scale this way. Yeah. So I'll take this text here, put it up front, and then write the message. Oh, I think I made a mistake. There we go. Then I write the message out of stop. Make sure it's in the middle. Set the text property right. Adjust it so that it's kind of like a distance of the ends. Then I will put these two together. Copy it. So since we should be displaying an out of stock message, I guess that this guy will probably have to reduce. Let's put the font on this bad boy here. So it's not so dominating. We have this guy. Then, all right, let's go. Looking good so far. And then we'll take him, put him here. But what we could do, I'm hoping I'm going to get this right. We could just do this, and then so it feels like it's coming from here. Like knock the opacity. So let's go back to here. Oh no, I'm messing with that. So let's go back to here. We'll do this. Um, put this back here. Remember, this guy is going back to 2. So let's see what we have here. Display 1, 2, 3. Not bad. 1, 2, 3. So because of the nature of our error message or error state, I don't know. I mean, because of the nature of our initial prototypes. So if you try to do this with a collapsible product description, you'll probably end up with this. Now, the reason why you reverted back to this is because these values are still the same on this screen. And well, it's a prototype. It's not like dynamic live. You're not dealing with dynamic live data. So you've got to keep that in mind. All right. So I think we've sorted out those small minor interactions. So let's just flesh out the smaller parts. So we want the user to be able to, like, I mean, we're showing them one product, I mean, which is nice, you know, but we also want them to also, like, take a look at some of our other offerings. So what we can do is we'll just say maybe something nice and funky. Love this. Check these out too. Now, Amazon has this thing where they'll tell you something like people who bought this also bought, and then they also show you like a bunch of other products that um, people purchased. So let's say, so I'll just take this out because I'm only interested in maybe the first row. So I'll take that out and then I will make it happen here, which is actually interesting because this now means that I really now have to so that the artboards so that they can accommodate. And I'm thinking all I've probably just done is all right. So I've had to stretch the artboards so that they can accommodate the extra text. Oh yeah, so remember, I think we still are gonna add like a footer. So this is also key. Let's not forget to stretch this guy too. Let's remove you. Then let's see. Take him, paste, paste, and then paste. Paste. Now, because content is being shifted down, it only follows. Ooh, yeah, I kind of forgot to actually copy these guys as well. So because content is being pushed down, it follows that, you know, this content should also be pushed down as well. And so let's align them. All right, so let's check our prototype one more time. Love these, check this out. So if I'm expanding, brilliant. Cool stuff. So let's even have some more fun with our prototype. For this class, I can't create an expanded view while running the counting numbers, but I can do it such that this happens. So when I do this, it goes back, continues. Expand. So you notice that it's a bit jarring. But I think that's like an XD thing. So I don't think there's anything we can do about that. All right, so looking good so far. Looking good so far. All right, so so I think at this point we can just start with some minor plus and minuses. Let me see if I can switch some of these things, move them around, and basically just try to have some fun. Zoji, we still don't have copy for this side of our website. Zoji.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that one.
Okay. All right. So, no, you just like type up something when you don't just paste it on WhatsApp and I'll just replicate it.
Okay, like
Right.
2 lines, right?
Yeah, 2-3 lines. Something a bit
All right.
flashy.
All right.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna replicate this. No, I think it's best if I deleted this first. So I'll take this. I'll replicate it.
Hello.
Yeah.
So we are
Then
here
I'll
to
set
get
it.
the XD of this file.
What?
So we are here to get the XD of this the XD file.
We are yet to get the end of the XD file.
When he's done with everything.
You get, yeah. When I'm done, I'm not going to like keep it in one vault and then ask everybody to. When I'm done, you will have access to it. So back to what I was saying. So we duplicated this rectangle and then reduced the opacity of one of them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this guy, duplicate him. Yeah. Now for this other side that we've just done, we will move our line this way. We will fade this guy to 0, and we will raise this guy's opacity to 100. So we're trying to work on what's it called? We're trying to work on our tab switching. So we can see fashion for men and fashion for women. So let's prototype some more. So we've got this guy here. So let's say you want to do bring this guy right back. In both instances, they're all going to the same place. And we can also do Yeah, Louis says we will go to the same place. All right, so let's see how it works. Let me just take this guy and then drop him here. So in effect, we've just linked everything.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I think we lost our tutor for a bit. Network, you'll be back soon.
Mm.
Yeah,
I actually wanted to ask questions well, before I went out. Let me come back. Or
yeah,
can I?
he'll be back.
Huh?
I said sure, sure, like, well, he'll soon be back.
Okay.